Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday Show live on Echo Television International. We are going to talk about a beautiful country today. As I promised last week, I said we're going to bring you another beautiful country where you will love to visit, to have fun and do all sorts of things. I am with Tony Ghana in the studio with me today. Good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon, Linda. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm not supposed to be asking how you are because you already look it. Like you look,
Oh, really?
you look like appealing, like you're entering my eyes right
Oh,
now.
really? Thank you.
So how are you doing this
I'm fine,
afternoon?
thank you.
I
So
hope
how
you're
is the
good.
day going?
Good. It's good. So far, it's been good.
Okay, we're going to talk about seashells.
Oh, so you want me to start first? Hearing of the word she sells. At first, I was like, this country. Because the name looks like it sounds very foreign.
Yeah,
it sounds
Seychelles.
touche and it sounds like an Asian country, sort of.
Yeah,
like I
but
was
then to
wondering,
think of it in Africa.
I didn't know it was an African country.
Yeah.
And I was like, so we have fine things like this in Africa.
Of course, now five places to visit.
Wow. And for the fact that the name is actually Seychelles,
Seashells.
I was thinking this pronunciation of the name is Chills. So
Okay,
I was
from the
I was
spelling actually.
Yeah, so I was
that's
like,
true.
it has to be a country that you just have to go there, you see for yourself, and then
Yeah.
you chill. Like that's the interpretation
Like,
of
that's
how
the
that's the
interpretation, yeah.
interpretation because of how beautiful the country is.
Very
Like the country
beautiful.
is made up of like as many as say 115
15.
islands. We have beautiful resorts. We have beautiful like tourist attractions and
A
all.
lot, like-
they have parks like national parks and all. But then it's a place that one should visit. But then if you want to go there, make sure
Be on a budget.
as in, make sure you have a
Because
lot of money.
course, because you
Because
cannot
the place
just
is-
go there on your own and then just feel like you're not going to spend. Because men,
You will have to
whatever you will have
spend.
to spend,
You will
because they
spend.
said a better soup na money
No,
killer.
money killer mo- But then it's
Yeah.
worth it. It's worth
Very
it.
well, very
because how would your life be like when you are just being stagnant in a particular place? You don't
True,
go
though.
out, you don't see new things, you don't explore. Like it's going to be boring.
Yeah, true.
So
very
it's
true.
better you just from the money you make, let's say budget about like 40-70% of your income, and then you just
Just
chill
go
out.
and chill.
Go and
Wow.
chill. Life is
Then
please don't
actually,
allow yourself to
yeah,
be surrounded
true.
by
Yeah, you only live
boredom
once.
and all of that.
True,
to
you only
just
live once.
explore yourself.
So
and
whatever
enjoy
it
life.
is you want to do, Seychelles is one of the places you should visit.
Especially if you're a
Like,
lover of nature.
True.
Please visit
Please
Seychelles.
visit Seychelles, because when I talk about Seychelles, when I remember, like when I was doing my research, like there was something I was seeing about Seychelles when I was noticing, like, okay, it's a place for you to visit, especially for people that want to go for maybe your honeymoon and all of that, and then it's welcoming for the people over there. Like they welcome people a lot because they feel you're here to have fun, you're here to just express yourself, you're here to do a lot of things. You can go there for your business, you can go there to just have fun. Like you don't need to just like whatever it is you want to do, just take out time for yourself to do something for yourself, because when you go to Seychelles, the people there are welcoming, they are accommodating, and they said they are always smiling.
They're always smiling and very friendly.
Like when you talk about people smiling at you, there's something
feel
when you,
welcome.
of course, you feel welcome. You feel
You
they
feel at home
accommodate
sef.
people. You feel at home, because when you see someone, you're trying to communicate to someone, person is frowning at you. Like you can't even express yourself. You can't
course.
even say anything. Like it happens to me a lot. Maybe I want to tell you something. Like I come with a lot of
the
excitement to tell you.
you
Of
get
course,
from someone's
true.
face. It matters
But then
a
people
lot.
in Seychelles will welcome you. They'll always smile with you, in as much as you're a visitor, you just came for one or two things. They just give you that welcoming arms for you to just feel you're at home.
I've not been to Seychelles, but I know it's not a very far place. It's just here. Like,
I like it's just here, like
not as
okay,
much
like
as
it's just behind your house.
Africa. I mean, it's
Yeah,
within the
of
African
course,
continent.
true,
It's
yeah.
not really that far,
Yeah.
but then
It's a place
just,
for one to visit.
it's a very small country, and it's a
True.
country that has one of the smallest capital
that's
city
true.
in the whole of the world. But then it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. So it's a place that's probably you should visit. Though I'm not really interested in going, but then you should.
I am
I want to
though,
go to
because when I was
Maldives. It is
talking
Maldives that I
about
want to go
oh,
to.
it's Maldives, I want to go to. I want to go to Seychelles. Like I want to go to every beautiful country. Do you
The one
understand?
thing about-
like
one
just to have that experience. Because when you talk about people thinking they want to go for honeymoon, maybe you just want to go somewhere to clear your head or something. Like Seychelles is one of the places you should go because it's peaceful. Talking about it being expensive, if you have the money, you won't see anything to be expensive. to
one
you.
of the hindrance that stops one from traveling is the finance.
That's true.
Because it's not everybody that is capable of financing traveling and
That's
all
true,
of that.
that's true.
But then you just have to.
But do you know there are some places in Seychelles that you can go where that is affordable? that you can do whatever it is. It was like one of the beaches that you can just go, like to just sit down. Like there are places that you
Yeah,
can
it's true,
go
because
that
there are
you
local places that you can definitely go. Yeah,
true,
it's true,
surprisingly,
it's true.
and then you still have fun. You still do all sorts of things that
And
you
have
want
your
to do, and
activities
have
done
everything.
like
Like
normally,
you
yeah.
don't even need to think of saying just let it just be within your budget. So far as you have a budget, you won't just spend outside your budget, because there are people that will tell you, anyways, I don't have a budget, let me just go to this place and just. That's people that have money. The people that will tell you they have a budget, they still have the money, but then they just want to work within their budget. But then when you go to Seychelles, you just realize that there are things you want for yourself, there are things you want to do. Then you can end up meeting people around that you don't, that maybe you've not even seen them. You don't even know they're even there. Maybe your relatives, maybe friends, that maybe your secondary school friends. Or when you meet people over there, like you don't even need to feel like you're not welcomed, because you can just meet someone you know, maybe by chance. Maybe you can just meet, even if you don't know the person, so far as they welcome you and they try to give you directions,
You're good to go.
you're good
And
to
then
go,
it
because
is commonly
it's
said
safe.
there that if a Shiselo
Yeah,
tends to
she said,
invite you tends to invite you to their
your
house,
house.
you don't go there empty-handed.
True,
You try as
true.
much as possible to get something, at least something handful.
That's
But I mean,
right.
presenting to the person.
Of
as
course,
a
now you
gift.
can't just go to
And
someone's house
it's even
without giving
ideal,
you
because there's no way
something.
you
Yeah,
visit
true.
someone, then you just go empty-handed. Like
About,
there should be
like,
some expectation.
even
of,
if you go once
of
without
the,
anything, the second time you should at least go
because
with something.
even you that is going, you will feel somehow by the time you get to that house, and then you are not being presented by anything to eat.
How would you
you'll be
even
like,
feel?
these people are these people this stingy. Like,
Yeah,
how would I
true.
visit these people, and then they are not presenting me with anything to eat or to drink? Like, it's just like the same as you going and then you present something to them to feel welcome, and then as well for them to welcome you.
Yeah, it's just advisable that when you're visiting
go with
anybody,
something.
just go with something. It don't matter how little it is. It just shows that you love these people. Like, okay, they welcome you into their home. It doesn't necessarily mean that you must bring something big, but at least something very
handful,
little. At least just to show. There might be kids in the house that you can just
And
bring
buy
something
sweet,
to. Of
chocolates
course,
and
at
all
least
of that.
it just shows that you also are not
That you're
stingy to
caring.
yourself. You're caring, and then you love children or you love people in the house, so they can be able to invite you the next time. You know, there are people that will tell you they can't invite this kind of person to his house because maybe you just came and then maybe one, you didn't bring anything, maybe you were not just friendly to the
There are
kids
some
or
people that
something.
If you are being presented with food, they would even want to eat more, and then you'll be like,
Like,
this
you
person
didn't
does not
eat in your house
like, he
or
doesn't eat in
something.
his house or what exactly.
Yeah, funny
it's very-
enough, the
it's
people
very-
in Seychelles, like, they have the highest GDP. Like, they do a lot of things there. Like, when you talk about their income, tourism is one of the
Yes,
income,
of
like
course
the
it
major
is.
income
It
they
is.
have.
You know, it's a
over
very
there.
small country.
Yes,
And
so people will
one
love
of the
to
reasons
go
why
there.
one of the reasons why things are quite expensive there is because of the fact that majorly the things that they use there, they import them.
Yeah, true.
There are
true.
not a lot.
That's
There are no.
why.
There are, I don't think there are a lot of production. Like, they don't produce anything stuff like that as much. So majority of the things they use are things that are being imported into the country. And when you get things being imported, then you should know that those things are going to be expensive.
Yeah, and then it's advisable, they say, for people who travel solo fully, like when you don't want people to know you're traveling, you don't want people to know maybe your family members or even friends. Or you said Seychelles is one of the places for you to go on a low. Like when you feel you don't want to just tell anybody you're going to Seychelles or you're traveling out for something, like it's just a place for you to go, and then it's peaceful and it's safe. When you talk about being safe, whatever it is you want to do, you can walk there to do anything. You know, there are places they'll tell you it's very safe, but then when you get there, it might mean just these little crimes, like maybe picking up bags, stealing of phones and all of that.
Pickpocketing
But
and
so
all of that.
far as you are careful with everything you have, of course you go there and then you do everything you want to do and still come back without having any challenges.
Of course.
So then Seychelles is one of the places for you to visit for whatever reason, whether it's for business, honeymoon, for anything you want to
picnic, or
do. Just
for
travel
to
in
explore,
as
to
much
see
as it's
nature and all of
expensive, but
that.
at least it's affordable.
It's affordable.
Do this for yourself.
Now people they go am now, so
Yeah, of course you
So
get.
you can also do
yeah,
it.
of course. It's,
Also do
the
it.
thing is, since one person can do it, why can't I? So then everybody will tell you, okay, no, I can't do this. But then if you prefer to go to a different place, especially maybe you feel you can't afford this place, but then once you see
There are
how
other
beautiful this
alternatives
place is, once you see the activities
to
going
me
on,
it's seconding Maldives for me.
yeah, true.
Because
to think
it's a
of
very
it.
it's a
yeah,
very beautiful
true,
place.
Yeah.
Going by the resorts, the hotels, the islands, and all of that.
The beautiful beaches, like
no,
when you
no,
go to
no,
there are beaches where you go to that you feel like you
Like
don't even want to
seeing-
go back home, like you just want to
it's
stay
like
there.
you having a sight of sea or ocean is something that one should look out for the fact that it's been like the color of the sea is like blue. I mean, what was it, sky blue,
Sky
just like the
blue,
sky.
yeah.
Something that I don't think I've ever seen a water that is as clean as sky blue before in my life.
Like maybe when you go to the swimming pool, maybe some of these places that
Those
have
ones are
cleaning,
those ones,
at
those
least
ones are artificial now. I'm talking
yeah,
about something
but
that is
seashells
naturally
is
made.
natural. Yes, everything about them, like their beaches, whatever it is, like is natural. But once you love nature, seashells is a place for you to visit, no matter what, like whatever it is. Forget about it being too expensive, forget about it being something that you cannot afford. But then if you just love nature, you will not even think of the money again. You will not even think of
By the time
saying,
you're enjoying yourself,
do
you
you
don't think of
get,
the money
at least
thing.
you know you're doing this for yourself. You
And you
only
know
live
it's worth
once,
it,
so then just
YOLO.
do what is going YOLO. Just do what is going to make you happy. Maybe the people around you, maybe whatever it is. So far as, even if you want to do business and you go to seashells, whatever it is you want to do, at least you have people that will actually do that with you. Maybe you can just partner with some certain people and do some certain businesses with them, and then you get your income and come back. Or if you want to stay, and then so far as they are accommodating, you can actually stay there with them. Like you can't just go and say, okay, you just want to go and then come back. Maybe you can even stay.
And funny enough, it's not a place that you have to necessarily get a visa before traveling.
Yes, true.
You can just get a passport and then you travel there. It's not as much as you're not going to exceed like 90 days.
True,
you are good to go. So you don't necessarily go and look for a passport, what's it called, visa to travel to the Seychelles. Yeah.
You know, one of the businesses they do there is furnituring. Like once you want to do like all these people that do that into furnitures, like it's actually one of the simplest things to do there. Because when you talk about their businesses, like you can even go fishing if you want to. You can even do whatever it is you want to do, so far as you're going to do something to bring income to you. Like their business, when you go for shopping, whatever it is you want to get, like it's always affordable, in as much as, so far as you know this thing, the quality of something determines the amount of what you're buying. So then once you know this thing is good, once you know it's something that you need, let it not just
the amount of it will not matter to you.
True, that's true. So then Seychelles is one of the places for one to visit to do all sorts of businesses. And then the people in Seychelles are actually beautiful people, the men and the women. And then they said,
did you know the parts they said that it's a woman dominated country?
Yes, true.
Like
true.
you will see even the men there, their size is not as much as that of women and all of that. So it's
and then like they don't even think of saying they want to sideline women from doing anything. Like you can
women are given, I think, much importance
than men. So then you don't just need to feel like you're not wanted in this place, maybe in the office, maybe at home, or maybe there are places that they'll tell you that women are not even allowed to do anything, to even go out, maybe to go to workplaces and all of that. Like you just have to be a full-time housewife. But then Seychelles will not even, the people in Seychelles not even tell you have to even work. Like they can even do anything they want to do for the women, especially married women. Like you're allowed to go to work, you're allowed to even go to school again, you're allowed to do whatever it is you want to do, so far as you're going to do it, and then you're not going to disrespect anybody. And then they will not even disrespect you. And I said the men in Seychelles are allowed to have just one wife.
Wow.
And one girlfriend.
Do you know why I said wow?
Why?
Because to me it's almost undoable.
Really?
One wife.
Wow. Yeah, of course.
The reason why it's doable there is because of the fact that they give much importance to women and they respect women a lot.
That's
true.
The
country where you have a lot of women, you just want to toy your way around them and
that's true. So then that's why it's advisable for you to just love one woman. Let it just be. That's what the Bible says. So why not just live by it? At least it's more like you're living by example. You're just doing what is right. Like so far as you know what is right, do it. Because you cannot tell me this thing is black and then you're telling me no, it's blue. So now you're trying to deceive me. So then don't deceive anybody. Just do what is right. Just do what is allowed. Like whatever it is that is allowed to be done over there, you should just do it. Like the issue of crime, smoking and drinking, you're allowed to do anything you want to do, but don't just do it in public.
So that you not attract.
So you don't attract other people to you, or you don't even make another person to do what he doesn't want to do.
It may be an offense for
someone that is close to you. It might be an offense to someone. Like I might smoke and then you don't, and then maybe when we're in public and then you don't like it. Of course, I'll just have to respect the fact that you don't like it. Then I can even go to a private place to do it, or I don't even do it at all. Unless if I'm not with you, then I can as well do it. So then they give respect to people when it comes to the things you want and the things you don't want. So then it's always advisable advisable for you to do what is going to please you and please the other person.
Of
Don't
course.
just do it for just yourself. So then when you talk about doing things, when you talk about trying to do anything, always think of the other party. It's advisable that you don't hurt someone due to what you are doing. Because if you feel this person is not going to like this thing, why not just let it be? Even in the house, they will tell you, people in Seychelles, when they want to eat, they will tell you, I don't like this particular meal, okay, I don't want this. Then you just respect the fact this person doesn't like this thing. Then you just
prepare another one
what
for the
everybody
person.
can eat. So it's always advisable to just not just to please yourself, but then please other people around you so you can be happy. They are peaceful people, so they will not even want to have issues with you as a visitor or as someone that is already there with them, that you're doing all sorts of things with them. So it's always advisable for you to do all the things that you want to do, but then not at the detriment of another person's happiness.
Is true. But then we have to keep on, because if we want to continue gisting about fishes, I don't think we will stop talking.
Yeah.
But then we have to talk about the tourist attractions. And one of the tourist attractions we have is Anse Lazio. I think this is located in Prislin. It's on the north shore of Prislin Island. And this is one of the Seychelles' most beautiful beaches. You have to hike over a hill to access the beach, but trust us, it is worth the effort. Like there's this feeling you get when you have an oversight of a particular place, and then even during these sites, you're not seeing the end of the sight of what you are looking at. Like there is feeling, like an infinite feeling you get.
Yeah, true.
So I think this is something that one should just do it for doing sake, and then enjoy every bit of it.
Of course.
So that you not come back and start regretting. And then there's one thing about you seeing something for yourself, coming back to tell stories, than someone coming back to tell you stories.
Yeah, true. Because sometimes they say experience is the best teacher.
Of course.
So whatever it is you want to do, you should let it be that at least you have an experience of it, or maybe you actually went and then you just saw it for yourself. So you're able to explain it better to people. Because there are people, even teachers, that will teach you something. Some of them will tell you, okay, I went to this particular place and I saw this thing and this is how it is. And then for them to tell you, I assume it's like this. So then it's better for you.
Sure.
At least the person is not sure. So then when you go to all these tourist sites, like, you just know that this is the particular thing you've seen and then you like this thing. It's not, you can't just like everything about it, but at least the site alone is very beautiful. For you to just sit to see it, or maybe to just stand to view it from afar, you just know that, okay, this thing is actually very beautiful. Like, I love to go to this, or I would love to visit this place again. Then you would love to tell someone else to visit, for you to just have the experience. Like, it's just normal to experience all sorts of things, so you don't just be left out.
Of course.
Yes, another place again, we have the Anse Intendance. It's one of the best beaches. This small and secluded crescent of sand on the island's south coast is a favorite surfing spot, thanks to its frequent big swells and wild waves. While you won't find a reef to snorkel around, at this pretty beach, there are plenty of other activities to keep you happily occupied. While beautiful and action-packed, this isn't the best beach for families. The lack of protective reef makes swimming a little rough when trade winds blow from the southeast, especially from June through September. They said the sun batters, beachcombers and photographers will enjoy this picturesque palm frame strand at any time of the year. Insider's tip: keep your eyes peeled with watch your step. Tacos next along the powdery shores here. So they just need to be careful.
And this Mahé Highland is one of the best and popular beach in the whole of the country.
Yeah.
And then it's been ranked as the sixth most beautiful beach in the whole of the world. So it's a place that someone should go and see.
Would love to visit, like, just have that experience.
Just see how it's been. Like, no, don't limit it to what we are telling you, but just go and see for yourself.
Just go and have an experience. Like, when we're saying it's expensive, we're not just saying
but then we cannot really give you
too
the picture
expensive for you to afford. But then it's something that you can actually afford, so far as you want to do that. Like, a lot of people will tell you, I can't afford this thing, but then when I get the money, I can go. But then once you have that time and the opportunity, why not just go?
Do it.
Like, have the experience for yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Do it for yourself. You're not doing it for any other person.
The reason why I may not want to travel there is because of money. If not, believe me, I would be the first person traveling to.
No, you can't be the first person. Of course, a lot of people have gone there. Okay, between me and you.
And between me and you, of course.
Okay,
You
no
think
problem.
the whole of the world. Who am I now? Then we have the La Digue Island. This is the fourth largest island. And then this island is heaven for nature lovers. It is also a great place to visit for anyone seeking a glimpse of traditional island life bicycles, and are popular modes for transport. Stunning white sand beaches and granite stones are crops rims in the coast, and beach will find one of the planet's most picturesque stretches of sand and sea here. Then you do not need to pay to access the beach at the nearby El Union Estate, where your admission includes a tour through the old copra factory and vanilla plantation. This is a place that, you just have to get a glimpse of it, and then you come back and tell stories.
Yeah.
It's just like you visiting heaven and coming back to tell people. No, it's true
Actually,
now.
true though.
Coming back to tell people, "Okay, this is what heaven is like." Oh, so please do what you're supposed to do as a Christian, so that you'll be able to inherit the kingdom of God. So it's just something like this. So please
but when
make
I
money.
get to heaven, I don't
Make
think I want
money.
to come back.
We're not talking about heaven.
But the example you gave. Yeah, true.
So please, I don't want to come here and be talking about please.
Yeah.
Probably
Just go and have an experience
just
for
go,
yourself.
just go and
They
see
said
it for
hikers
yourself.
and divers, they will love this particular place, because when you go there, you can just do anything you want to do. You can hike.
You can even go
dive
on a
into
tour.
it. Yes,
Because there
you
are
can go
different
on a tour.
activities. There is this feeling when you get when you are on the beach, and then activities like band sessions are taking place.
Yeah,
you see people
true.
dancing. You see people having dinner nights. It's
People
fun.
having fun, like different people, like different
Fun.
activities.
Even if you are
So
bored,
then,
before you know it, you're already
you
included in
can't
one of the
even be
activities.
bored when you find yourself in this kind of a place, because you have a lot of things to do. You can't even say, I don't want to do this one. Like, a lot of people even want to engage you in doing it. So then you don't even have an excuse.
As I was saying, all of these
bored.
dinner nights, band session and all, like, I'm just imagining I'm on Yab man, or if not,
True though.
I don't go this
Because
place.
a lot of people are going to all these places just to have fun. Some are going for businesses, and some are just going for just
But
sight attractions and all
majorly
of
is
that.
just for sightseeing.
Yeah, because like when you talk about going for sightseeing, like when you talk about honeymoon, like I'll always emphasize when you go for honeymoon, like you have a lot of things to do with your spouse, like whatever activity you want to do, the fun you want to have. Because like after this time, like you might not have this time again when you start giving birth to children, and the only thing you want to think about is your children, how you raise them up, and then how you take care of them, and a lot of things. So then you just need to just have that fun, even if it's just for a week or two. It won't hurt. It won't hurt. Just make it worthwhile for yourself, and then just do your best to just do it at any point. We have the island day trip. It said once known as Isle Rock due to its russet toned earth. It said the island is now home to breeding program for giant tortoise, which roam freely around the sandy coves. So most of the island is covered with takamaka and kurosarina trees, which shade the white sand beaches. But the island is known for another botanical distinction. It's the only place beside Praslin where the cocoa de mer palm grows naturally. The island was also once a leper colony, and you can explore the ruins of the leprosarium on the south shore, as well as the doctor's house, a preserved national monument. The island is accessible by boat tours from Praslin Island.
When you were talking about this island, I was beginning to picture the tortoise that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's like one.
There's this feeling you have when you see tortoise, but though it can be scary, they look scary though, but I don't think they are harmful.
No, are they? They're not.
No, even on the pictures, on the video clips that I was watching, I see people playing with them. I think the only thing they can do is bite. Aside from biting, I don't think they can do any other thing. And I don't think their bites are. I don't really know. I don't think so.
Yeah, the giant. One of the places that better the giant tortoise.
And those giant tortoises can be as old as say 20 years or more.
Wow.
Yes. It can be.
That's very interesting.
That's
if you want to see the tortoise, maybe you can just find yourself.
But I've seen a tortoise before, though.
No, I've seen it too. No, like the giant tortoise.
It's small
ones now. But then when you want to see the giant one,
giant one, I can even sit on top. And then we have the Moncheshelos. It said nature lovers and hikers will be in heaven in this particular nation. This one is a national park.
Yeah.
And this is the largest national park in Seychelles, covering more than 20% of the area in Mahi. Within its lush borders lies the mountain chain named after its biggest point. This national park, which reaches a height of 905 meters and overlooks the capital of Victoria. Wildlife includes several notable species of birds, including the Seychelles corpse hole, and then sunbird, and the lush vegetation varies from several species of endemic palms to panamos, beecher plants and ferns. You will find some of the best hikes on the island here. Hiking trails ascend into park from the village of Danzil, passing tea plantation and offering spectacular views of the southwest coast of Mai from the mountain slopes. So this one is more of like a national park. And you know, when you go to national park, you are prone to seeing so many things. You see animals, you see birds, like so many things that your eyes can see. Then you just have to go there.
Yeah, of course.
You don't wait for me and Linda to come and tell you.
Of course, just have the experience.
All we need to do is just to ginger you so that you go and see for yourself.
Actually, that's true, because this particular place is a place for you to go. Like when you just to have that, when we want to have that feel of nature, like you just need to go there. Like whatever it is you want to do, so far as it's safe for you, you're allowed to go. You can even travel alone to have that fun. You don't even need to go like with a lot of people.
Don't even go alone, because you'll be feeling scared.
You can
no, when you're in a place like a forest-like place, you know, you definitely be scared.
No, somebody like me, I can't even go to that place alone.
So you see,
but then if you want to go there with someone, like to have company and all of that, someone you can be talking to, you can go with friends, like a lot of friends. So you just have the fun you want to have, and then just do everything you want to do. And they say one of the most convenient and safest beach in Seychelles is the Beau Vallon. That it is protected from waves by the reef. There is no dangerous currents or sharp corals, and there are lifeguards on duty. Seychelles Islands are known as one of the safest and most peaceful places to travel. So now when you talk about the island that you feel is not safe or something, this is one of the places that is safe, one of the islands that you can go and
then you see varieties of water sports.
Yes,
like varieties. It's not just one.
Lord,
you see this one differently, this other one is different.
Actually,
just like when you have several water pools around or stuff like that, and then you be like, so this is how this one is, and all of these things are naturally being created.
And then the sea is usually calm.
It's naturally created, not that it's been artificially done or anything as
seriously,
such.
like everything is just natural. Like everything, like once you just feel, if you are a lover of nature, then why are you thinking twice and going to Seychelles? Because everything you want, like it's just there. However you want to do it, wherever you want to go to, like it's just available. Like you just need to carry yourself to that place, so you just have the fun.
Seychelles, it looks like an Asian country, I will say again.
And then you don't know that it's here. It's just here in East Africa.
Then we have Anse Volbert. It's on the northeast coast of Brazil, and then it's one of the island's most popular beaches. Warm, shallow water lamps, the sun-bleached sand, and coral reefs beacon just show off. The calm waters are also safe for swimming with small children. I think this one is more like a small water. You have children going around, and then you do whatever. People like you
wow. No, I don't get you're trying to say.
People like you that are scared of water now. You told me before.
I'm scared of
You've told me one of these shows that you are scared of water.
I can't remember.
But I remember, so I'm reminding you right now.
So you're telling me where to go to. Thank you very much.
This is your own spot. Answer for bets. Go here. You can do whatever you want to. You can even sleep inside of the water and all of that. And you know, there's this feeling when you are inside the water and you are seeing fishes all around, surrounding you, playing with you. You can even touch and catch and leave and all of that.
Still, I will not go. Thank you. But then it's just a place for you to go to. So far as it's safe for you, I always say this thing that when you go to a particular place and you feel safe, like it's allowed, just follow your instincts. There are places where you feel I can't go to this place because I'm not comfortable with it, or it's not safe for you to go. But then so far as you know, maybe a lot of people will tell you this place is safe for you to go, this place is safe for you to even dive into. Don't be scared. So far as you tell, there are people there that will actually protect you. There are people there that will actually do a lot of things to help you. So don't even feel like you'll be left out. So far as you're there in your numbers, like you're safe to do anything you want to do, and then just have your phone to the fullest.
Traveling around the world is not really limited to the fun part. It's also it's of education. So you can go on excursion, can go on tours.
Very true.
Because it's not really limited to the fun part. You can learn a lot.
Yeah, you don't
seeing
just
natures and when I was coming to Joseph for the first time, I was seeing rocks. Like there's this form of formation that a rock will give you, and you'll be wondering how it came into existence.
The home of peace and tourism.
Are you okay? So you just be wondering, you're like, so this is how this thing is being created. Like how? Then you just be thinking of you'll be thinking of how it was created and how it has remained like that ever since. No, nature is beautiful. Honestly,
then people that will tell you they don't love nature, like I just pity them.
Why would you love nature?
Why would you say you don't love nature? Because whatever it is, that you feel like it was made by God. So then whatever it is you see, you just feel at home. Like it's just all all about being natural. Then that's why they will always tell you, just be yourself. You don't need to be like another person. Don't pretend to be someone else. Just be yourself, because whatever it is you do, you're just going to talk about yourself.
Of course, that's true.
So we've just been talking about Seychelles. Seychelles is a beautiful country for you to visit, as I said, and we'll still tell you more about Seychelles. We're just going to take a time out, and when we're back, we'll continue from where we stopped. Welcome back. It's still the Midday Show on Echo Television International, and we are still talking about Seychelles. I have Tony Ghana in the studio, still here with me.
Yeah, it's me.
Welcome back, Tony.
It can only be me. Thank you for.
Yeah, so we're still talking about Seychelles, and then now we're going to talk about some of the things you should know before going to Seychelles. So just sit back, relax, and
you
have
can't
fun
just go
with
to a
us.
country and then
Of
not
course,
know
without
the
knowing a
do's
lot of things
and
about
don'ts
them.
about the country.
True, that's
and
true.
then not know how the country is like, things that you're supposed to expect, things that
Yeah.
you're supposed to do, or things that you're supposed to neglect yourself from doing, and all of that. Like, you just have to engage yourself into one orientation or the
That's
other
true.
before traveling.
That's true. Especially a place that you've never been to before.
So you
So you just need to know. Yeah, you just need to know a lot. So you don't just go and then fumble or just go and do something and then you end up found one thing. So then we have the nature. This is nature's finest creation. The serene Seychelles landscape and the Indian Ocean are as enthralling as they come. Seychelles is an excisor. In an otherwise chaotic world, warm water and white beaches apart, the weather of the island is an added attraction.
Wow. He's still talking about the nature of the place.
Yes,
like, it's one of the finest creation. Well, I think that's why it's still in existence, because of the fine nature. Because I just thought, like I said earlier, it's a very small country. And, you know, when a place is very small and yet it's existing and it's bubbling, you should know that there are so many things so many activities that are going on there. And there are so many things that is keeping the place into being in existence up to time that it is still there. And then we have another thing that's costly. Costly is cost of living there is something that we did mention of earlier before now. And as I was doing my research, I got to know that if you go there, you don't just, you know, try and get a taxi, but then it's more better if you get or rent a car for yourself.
Yeah, for yourself.
Because the price tags on taxi there, according to what I read, is almost 40 euros.
Wow.
Per trip. So, you know, it's not something that one can.
But then it depends on the destination.
And it depends on the destination. So it's not something that one can, you know, afford every now and then. And there are places that you would love to visit, but because of the fact that the price tag there is quite expensive, you will be limited to some certain places to go to. And then the hotel rooms there too, they are about $200, $300.
It still depends on what you can afford.
Like, it's just a place that is very, like, the cost of living there is much, and you just have to make sure that before you go there, you make sure that your pocket is fat. You make sure that you don't go there and become stranded financially and all of that. Make sure your budget is up to date. You can even do beyond your budget so that you don't remain or probably get stranded along the way. So it's a place that you just have to make sure that you have kudi.
You have money, you have
the papers before you go there.
Of course, so you just get yourself. So
because even food there are not cheap. Restaurant there can be pretty high.
True.
Like, so many things are.
A lot of things will be expensive, but then at least it should still be within your budget. It should still be what you can actually afford. Don't just go and do more than what you can afford. Then you don't just get to get stranded and all of that before you start seeking for help from people outside to help you because you want to come back and all of that. But then Seychelles, when
you stay there now, it's not my
how
first
will you stay? Anyways, another thing is safety. Then this is a safe place to be, as I said earlier. Seychelles is a safe place for you to visit. And then, being an international destination, Seychelles takes security very seriously. They have a strict watch on everything, and tourists have nothing to worry about. However, the basic tenet of traveling remains: keep your eyes and ears open wherever you go. So it's always advisable, yeah, true. Keep your eyes and ears open wherever you go. So far as they tell you this place is safe, you just don't need to be careless. You don't need to be ignorant about a lot of things, maybe information you hear. Just try to be safe. Be safe yourself, protect yourself wherever it is you go to. That is why they say wherever it is you go to, your eyes and your ears should be widely open, so you can just get every information that is available to you. Because if you find yourself in a particular place that they tell you you can't do this, or you just have to be careful. So then they said they keep everything on the watch. So then you just don't need to worry about something that's going to happen to you. This is what they want. So then tourists should not feel they can't go to this place. They should not feel like it's not safe for them. No, it is safe for you to travel. It's safe for you to go, because you have a lot of people that will take care of you over there. So you don't need to feel you're not safe in this particular place.
The security system there is very tight.
True.
And then we have malaria. They say Seychelles doesn't have Anopheles mosquito, and hence malaria is unknown, like it's an unknown disease in the island. You know, just like when you go to a place and you don't have to worry about mosquitoes and all.
Yeah, true. Just imagine that places that when you go to, you just
the way mosquito wants to kill us in this country.
But then it's advisable. They will even tell you that there are no mosquitoes in Seychelles. Wow. Like wow. So, you just don't need to worry about anything.
But it's true, no, of course, there are countries where, in fact, there are even places within the country that there are no mosquitoes.
Yeah, true. And then Seychelles is an example as well. They said Seychelles water. Where that said the weather is one of the things to know before going to Seychelles. The best time to visit is in April, May, October, and November. So I should go in April now. At least it's just my birth month.
I'll be looking at the person that will give you approval before you travel.
So then Seychelles is a tropical country and is usually hot and humid all year round. These 4 months see a transition from the hot and humid northwest trade winds to the cooler southeast trade wind. Monsoons are from November to March and are generally humid and uncomfortable. So if you are looking at a particular cooler season, you will be disappointed. Despite the Seychelles weather, the country provides enough for it to be one of the most visited destinations in the world.
Wow.
So then still, whatever it is, you will still have fun. Even if the place is hot or not, you still have your fun. So far as you went there for a reason, to have fun. Even when you're feeling heat, you still have fun in it. Like, as much as I don't like heat, but then
there are some people
that will tell you they prefer heat season than any other thing. True. So then they will still advise you. At least you need to know all of these things before you visit a particular country. So then you don't just get there and then you just see some things and then it's new to you, like you don't know anything about.
So these things are prohibited and all of that. Then we have to talk about the most important part. Food. Which is very essential.
It's very essential. Of course.
There's no way you keep living, like you will not exist. You
guess
just
what?
die.
We're going to talk about one of my best, grilled fish. He said grilled fish should be on the topmost priority while trying dishes from the Seychelles cuisine. Being an island country, the taste of the grilled fish here is unparalleled. The fish is so juicy and full of flavors. Pick your favorite fish from a vast variety of red snapper, jobfish, jackfish, and sailfish. There is nothing more you would want to go along the local chilled drink and the views of the ocean.
Why did you skip there?
No, I didn't skip anything. Like grilled fish, like this is one of the things that you can't just take out of you having fun in Seychelles, because whatever it is you're going to, the way they do the grilled fish is just something else. Like right now, I just want to eat.
It's a lot of sauces and all of that.
Like seriously, like then they'll tell you that is the favorite. Like just pick one of your favorites wherever it is you go to,
but then
and
when
then
you want
just
to eat, you should know that as you are demanding or as you are requesting for fish, something has to come up for your pocket.
But of course, you can't just go to have fun without spending. And then you can't just say you want the best of them and then you're not ready to pay for it. So far as you want something good, you pay for it. Better to money kill them. Of course. So whatever it is you want to do, just be ready because you can afford it. So then you don't have a problem with the grilled fish because it's something that you can't say. You can have it with chilled drinks. Whatever drink you want to have with it is good to go. then you're not just feeling. So far as they will prepare it for you nicely, you just tell them this is the kind of fish you want. Just pick it and give it, and just tell them this is it, and then they just take care of it.
I'm just trying to equate it to normal fish pepper soup that we used to eat here.
It's different.
Because I know, of course, I'm just trying
Okay.
to. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but then, like, for you to eat something different,
Yeah,
that is made up
true.
of fish.
Yeah,
you know,
it's always allowed
should
to
start-
try something different.
Of course,
True.
of course. Then we have bread fruit chips.
Bread.
I said bread fruit chips. Looking for vegetarian food in Seychelles, bread fruit chips are made for you. And this is a type of tropical food which is abundantly available on the island. The Creole people consume versatile fruits in various forms, one of which is the bread fruit chips. The lightly salted fried chips are the staple munching snack of the island people. Grab a packet and munch on the snacky delight while you are sightseeing around the island, and then get a few packets to get
for your homies too.
you just finish the
Of
you
course,
just finish
like
the place for me.
just see how beautiful it is.
Like,
Like
bread fruit chips.
bread fruit chips.
I'm not trying to
yeah.
imagine how it's going to look like.
Chips. Fruit,
Like, is it
bread.
going to be like this normal cornflakes? No,
If
no,
you
no,
are
no, it's
wondering
not
how the taste
I'm just
will
trying
be,
to. I'm just trying.
visit
I'm just trying to
Seychelles and
picture
have
it.
the feel of
It's
it.
the money, oh. It's
Yeah,
the
of
money.
course. So far as you're doubting, like you're just thinking, how
Hey, I
would
wanted to
this
say
thing taste
plantain
like?
chips, like maybe
Yeah,
it
just
should
like
look
plantains, but then this one
chips.
is bread fruit chips. So then if you're wondering, like you're just thinking, how is this thing
Like
like?
combination
How
of
does it
bread,
taste? Yes, and then fruits.
and
Then you just
making up to
Then
bread
you just
chips.
need to have that experience. Just go there and try it, or maybe you want to try it in your house. Let's know how it tastes.
that would be horrible.
Then we have the octopus curry. Then if you are into bizarre seafood, you can try the spicy octopus curry during your stay on the island. It is one of the most famous dishes in the list of Seychelles traditional food. The locals are in love with the dish, and so are the tourists. Get past the mainstream chicken, fish and mutton curry and try something new to surprise your taste buds. So then if you want to try something different, you want to, like they said, is one of the best, like one of the, is on the top lists, the traditional meal. So then if you want to have the best, you want to have a change of the taste buds, then just try it. Always try something new. I always say, if you feel this
You are
thing,
saying this and I'm looking at you, know why?
Why?
Money.
like you're just feeling it's too expensive for you to afford. But then they said even tourists can actually afford it. So then you don't need to be scared. This is something you're going to eat. So don't worry.
Okay.
No fear. Calm down.
Why not?
Don't worry. When you get there, of course, it's either you get someone that can actually get it for you, or you just get it yourself. At least you went there on your
Because even
budget.
from the description of how it's being made, like I'm just beginning to picture
like
the whole thing in my
process and all
head.
of that,
Like
true.
I'm beginning to even feel the aroma already in my head.
Already when you've never tasted it.
Here we have shark chutney. Oh yes, a chutney made with mashed shark meat. While we Indians have a variety of vegetarian chutneys, the Seychelles people have taken the chutney game up to a notch. Creoles boil and mash shark meat and mix it with bilibi, that is a local fruit, lime, onions, and turmeric. You can easily find it at any Creole restaurant to savor along your main dishes. Sometimes they can substitute shark meat with dried fish. Wow. Shark meat. Have you ever shark
No,
meat?
I'm not.
You should have allowed me to
not.
finish asking my question.
No, like I know the question. I know what the question
Shark.
is going to be.
Shark.
Like I'm
Do you have shark in this country?
Do
I
we?
doubt. I doubt.
We have the satini. The Creole cuisine is not all about seafood and bizarre meats. You can also enjoy a salubrious salad like satini along with your meal. The traditional satini is made with the finely grated ingredients like unripe fruits like raw papaya or golden apple and mixed with spices and onion. However, a word of caution, since the salad is super high on the spiciness level because of the chilies in it, the non-vegetarian version is made with shark meat or fish. The salad is usually served with main course dishes. I think I prefer it with the fish, not the shark meat, please.
Why are you still coming back to shark meat?
Yeah, because he said you can actually have it in shark meat or fish. So then I think I'll prefer the fish instead of the shark meat.
It's still fish. The shark is still fish
but
too.
the normal fish that
No, there's this different taste you have.
Yeah, of course. There's always, of course, they have their different taste.
You should taste them differently.
In as much as I want to try everything different, it's not
try
just
shark
anything.
too. Shark
no,
is
thank you, sir.
It's sweet too.
Have you tasted it before? How do you
I'm
know?
only imagining it. Then we have the ladope. End your sumptuous Creole meal with ladope, a delectable Seychelles dessert made with either bananas or sweet potato and coconut milk. The fruit is cooked in coconut milk and sugar and flavored with nutmeg, cinnamon, and fresh vanilla. The dessert is so creamy and soft that you will definitely ask for a second serving.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
The combination of this coconut milk, sweet potato, and banana. Like, have you ever thought of that?
Yeah, true, of course.
This combination, could be very
is actually nice.
Could be very tasty.
Cooked coconut milk and sugar. Wow. Okay.
I think I can.
Yeah,
try
you can
this.
do it for us now so that we can try it. You now do it for us. Why you like this? That be nice at least for once. You're treating a lady, please.
Okay,
we have the bouillon blanc. This is a fish soup with various spices, a fruit called bilimbi that gives the soup its distinct and tangy flavor. So then, however it is, their food is just outstanding. And then, but the sight of it alone is just welcoming, is inviting for you to just have a taste. So in case you're wondering how this food is being made or how it tastes and all of that, just find yourself in Seychelles. You will not just go for any business or maybe honeymoon. Of course, when you go for honeymoon business, anything you want to do, of course, you need to try any of their food.
Food tells a lot as regards culture.
Yeah, true.
It explains your culture, it explains the kind of people you are and all of that. But then we have to board the segment now to education, which is very important.
Of course, education is important.
We have to know how they deal with the educational system, how important they take it. But then it's very obvious that they take education or educational system very important to the extent that they mandate it to everybody to be educated from the ages of 6 to 15.
Like they're even helping your future.
Yeah, including your primary, like from your crèche, primary and secondary. No, I think it's a very good, and it's even for free.
Yeah, true.
You're not paying anything for it.
So they're just trying to help you.
They're trying to make you know the importance of education for you to be civilized. And
education is important.
Because if you are not educated, then you are limiting yourself to so many things.
To a lot of things. Because there are things you will not even be able to express yourself at. Like maybe when you find yourself in a particular place and then they ask a lot of questions and then you don't even know anything to say.
You're not exposed to them, so why would you know?
You're not exposed to a lot of things. Like exposure matters a lot.
Of course it does.
So then it's not just, and then people will tell you it's not everything you learn in the 4 squares of a classroom and all of that. But then there are still things that you will learn that
even
has to be in
class,
school, even outside the class, and then but then they'll tell you education is important. Then whatever it is you do, take your education very importantly, because whatever it is you want to do, you still need to defend yourself in one way or the other. Wherever it is you find yourself, you still need to defend yourself. So then they take education very seriously. Then that is why they make it that is free at a certain level. Because once you get to this particular level, of course you know the importance of it, and then you can't even let yourself already. Of course. So then you not just let yourself out of school. You just need to continue. So even if it means you doing all sorts of menial jobs just to get this school or this education done, like all of that, you will do it because you know the importance.
Tomorrow.
Of course, you can just do it and just tell yourself, okay, you're going to keep your certificate aside to do business and all of that. It's not a problem. But then just know that you have this thing, like you have all the certificates that matters. You have the knowledge.
They said knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Yeah.
Then we should fall back to things you should not do in Sicily. I said revealing of clothes.
Sicily. Do you want to go to Sicily?
Yeah, Sicily. Sorry. They said revealing of clothes. You need to carry casual wears also with you. Formal clothes are only worn to go to church. You should wear any clothes that are revealing or swim wears only on the beaches or by the pool. The local people may take offense and may pose a threat to them. The crime rate in Seychelles is quite low. Still, one needs to be careful so that you will not be provoked. The best proverb that is applied here is when you go to Rome, you
do what the Romans do.
I didn't even say it well. It is when you go to Rome, you do as Romans do.
then
But it's one thing that you should avoid in
of course,
Sicily.
true. You don't need to reveal yourself. Like, you don't need to show yourself. It can be that where you're coming
Some people
from,
can see
you
it to
can
be
expose
provocative.
yourself. True. Wherever it is that is why you need to know all these things. Because maybe
I
let's
don't
say,
even see what a moderate dressing will cost you as a person.
do you get, like, some people will not even know what it means. Like, they just feel like they can just wear anything. They'll tell you, so far as I'm comfortable in this particular outfit, you don't have a right to stop me. But then people in Seychelles will not even see that as what you like. But then you just need to go by the rules, because you don't need to provoke anybody. Because when you just dress,
it's not your country.
it's not your country. So then it's advisable that you dress decently. That is just the thing, because the way you dress, that's how you'll be addressed.
Of course.
And then we have the large sums of money. It is absolutely not desirable to carry large sums of money on your person. One thing not to do in Sicily is to carry any item of value or important documents like passports should not be carried with you. Carry a photocopy of passport and keep the originals in the vault at the hotel. Likewise, it is advised not to take documents to the beach or marketplace. Don't leave them in your rented vehicle or display in your hotel room. This is more like an advice. It doesn't even need to be in Seychelles. Now you mean start calling Sicily. Like, you just need to be careful with a lot of things, not only in Seychelles, but then wherever it is you go to. That is why I always tell my friends, even whatever it is you have that is original, you just need to photocopy it and go with the photocopies wherever it is you go to. Because what if something happens? Okay, now we're not saying maybe pickpockets or anything. Maybe let's say something can just happen to the vehicle you're in, then you have to run for your life, and then you are leaving the original. Yeah. So then it's advisable that wherever it is you go to, you just need to be careful. You just need to take just your photocopies. And then they don't take it to marketplaces.
You can even scan them on your phone.
Leave it on your phone, and then you just go to wherever it is you want to go to and do anything you want to do.
The issue of cash, a lot of cash is true.
Don't take a lot of cash with you, because you might.
This cashlessness came into existence in our country. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is one of the importance, though. But then it fell back to us because we're not really used to that system. But then we have another thing that has to do with you saying no to their invites. They said them as a people are very warm and cordial. They like inviting tourists to their homes. If you are fortunate to get such an invite from them, do visit them. Take a sample of gift with you, and also remember, shaking hands is their customary form of greeting. Both men and women offer hands for shaking. So refusing any invite by the local people is a thing not to do in Seychelles.
So Tony, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
That is just very simple. Thank you, viewers, for staying with us while we talked about Seychelles today on the Midday Show Live. We'll bring another beautiful country to you when you come our way next time. Stay blessed, and don't forget, love one another.